Yo, what's going on, y'all? I wasn't planning to make a video tonight, but I can't fall asleep yet, so I did want to start a lot earlier, but the atmosphere be fucking me up, and I also somehow lost $20 inside the home somewhere. Never done that before, so I don't know where that fucking shit is. Real quick, the Nintendo Switch 2 came out yesterday, or today, one of the two. I'm pretty sure it was today. At least for Canada, it was today. Obviously, I don't have the money for that right now. And when the original Switch came out, I was excited about it. Mostly for, like, Pokemon and Breath of the Wild. But it took me, 4 or 5 years to actually get the first Switch after it came out. So, everyone already knew everything by that point. But my main selling point for the Switch 2 would be performance. Because my biggest complaint with the original Switch is that, one, games run like shit, unless it's specifically a Mario game, because Mario's the face of the company. And also, they run like shit. They look like shit and they run like shit. And I hated that. Because when you slap an $80 fucking price tag on that shit, and it just runs like ass. Not good. But I watched a quick little side-by-side comparison just now for Breath of the Wild, which is the game I was most excited about, and I still have yet to beat it, to be honest. Even though the sequel's out now, too. But that game runs okay. For the original Switch standards, that game runs okay. You know, it's not great, it's not perfect, it's not the worst, it's just okay. But it's a good game, though. So my entire thought process behind the Switch 2 was if it can't perform better, then who the fuck's gonna want to buy it, basically? Because in my mind, everyone that did have an original Switch wants a Switch 2 to play the games the way they should have been. And I can't confirm after seeing that side-by-side comparison that the Switch 2's performance is genuinely better. I saw a quick 10 seconds side-by-side comparison of the old Switch and the new Switch. And the difference is very fucking clear. The games look slightly better. I believe you can put the original games on the Switch too. Don't quote me on that. I don't have one to tell you, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. But now it looked better, and it ran the way you would have expected it to do 8 years ago when it came out. So that's exciting to know. That means I can finally go back to... I did Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then I did Sword and Shield. I did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as well. But every Pokemon game after that, I've bought it, but I have not played it long enough to give a fuck about it. And I'm a diehard Pokemon fan, man. It's grew up with that shit. I know too much information about that shit. So I wish I could forget how much I know about it, to be honest. And I still didn't really want to do competitive, too, because now that I'm actually an adult and smarter, I know how competitive genuinely works now. So I feel it wouldn't be too hard. Then it just kind of falls down to, luck and whatnot. But, if luck plays a part and you always have the best team possible, let's say you do 5 tournaments for 5 years, you probably win at least one of those. If it's based off luck alone at that point. Plus they got the new one too coming out. It's a full-on competitive focused side game basically, which I'm also excited for. But yeah, obviously I don't have the money for one at the moment, but After seeing that side-by-side comparison and a quick, 10-minute review of everything, it's worth it, man. For performance alone, fucking worth it. Is it going to be on the level of, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X and S? Probably not. Maybe closer to the Xbox Series S, if I'm being honest. Because this console is not holding up very well. Games look great, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of performance issues half the time if games aren't optimized properly for the Series S. And that's my fault for getting the cheaper, weaker version, but I don't have a 4K TV anyway, so why would I need 4K capabilities? And I'm stuck at 60 FPS too, so I didn't even need the 120. I think the Switch 2 also goes up to 120, which is fucking crazy to think about. Because the regular Switch barely reached fucking 30 FPS at the time, just on its own. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Switch 2, and you had an original Switch, and you want the Switch 2, and you have your Nintendo account with all your games on it, if you bought digitals, or you have all your physical copies, fucking get one. If you haven't used the Switch before, it's a good time to try it out, but I mean, if you never got the first one, you probably won't want this one either. Because it is still the same thing at the end of the day. It's the same device, but better. With more features, basically. It's like the new iPhone every year, you know? I forgot I messaged that guy yesterday. That's the guy you see that when he's live streaming all the time that pops up on my chat. I asked him a couple days ago if he's still making content, since I have the other channel and stuff now. And he does music and shit, so I feel like that could be an idea. I don't know if it'd be part of this channel though. I mean, he does do gaming content, but it's usually wrestling, and I don't much care for that. I also apologize for the audio being horrible. I'll try and fix it this year if I survive this summer. But yeah, now that I lost that $20, if I can't find it tomorrow, I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do. I was kind of relying on that. But apparently there's also I don't know, a community yard sale happening on Saturday. So what I could also do, because I still need to get this phone plan figured out. I almost had it. But then my bank was like, you need to verify who you are. And I was like, yeah, that's why I need a fucking phone number. So I had to go to an actual location instead and pay in cash or whatever, instead of paying online like I was trying to do. Because my bank don't trust me, I guess. But that does need to be figured out in the next 7 days. But I mean, if I can get enough shit, small shit, put a small price tag on it or something, might be able to do that. Or because the Switch 2 came out, I could be here's the games I have without cases that will work better on the Switch 2. Because if I do buy a Switch 2, I will still have my games that are on my account as long as I can fucking remember my password for it. All my games will still be on my account. I still own them. But the physical copies, I mean, I barely played most of those anyways. So I'm thinking on Saturday, if people know about the Switch 2 and they want games for it, I could just be here's fucking however many games it is. It's fucking 12 games or some shit. And they're kind of priced differently though. Some of the not so popular ones are $20. The ones that are full price, $60 to $80, depending on where you are and whatnot. But I think in total minimum prices, that's $400 in Nintendo Switch games. But because realistically, I only need probably 30, 35 at most. I could probably convince someone to do it for $200. if they want to get the Switch to them, so they have more games to try out, and they'll actually run good for once. That's what I'm excited about. It's the whole reason why I got the Switch was for the games. The games were good. Pokemon, like Breath of the Wild was good. Tears of the Kingdom is Breath of the Wild, but better. What other series did we do on the Switch? We did like Super Smash Bros. That's gonna run so much better too. It already ran kind of like smooth, but when it comes to like competitive games, the smoother the better. Always. Because people seem to forget that does affect like your inputs usually. Like if you have a stutter and you drop down to like 10 FPS, your inputs will be delayed by like, I don't know how many nanoseconds or whatever, but in a competitive moment where like, but there's something about it I just don't like. Maybe it's just the entire gameplay loop of it. Because like the entire time you're just trying to get money to make your house bigger, and then get more money to make your house bigger, so you can add more stuff to it, make it look cool, while making your island also look cool. But like after that, it's like, what do you do? Your island's only so big. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm trying to finish eating, but like I said, I shouldn't even be awake right now, and I didn't even plan to make a video tonight, to be honest.